It is time to reset and organize, and I'm going to tackle this project behind me. It is the spare bedroom closet, and it is going to house all of my entertainment ware, my serving trays, serving platters, and all the things I use to entertain that are in 4 different locations in my house. I'm going to organize this space and get it perfect for that. Then I'm also going to take you into my craft room, and we're going to get ready for making cards. So I'm going to organize my craft room supplies. Then I'm going to take you into my planner, just a little peek to see how we're doing on wrapping up the year. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this project so you can see the before and after. So the before is this spare bedroom closet, and the left side is what I'm going to designate for the entertainment wear. In this room is also a treadmill, an elliptical, and a workout bench. So that's our workout room, and this closet has just been the dumping zone. It's where we put our Goodwill donations and let those pile up. It's where I also have some memory keeping items, and so the first thing I'm going to do is just clear out the left side, put everything to the right or other places in the house, and then I'm going to clean down the space. Now I'll tackle this right side and all the keepsakes that are in here at another time, but right now we're just focused on the left side for the entertainment wear. I'm going to wipe everything down so I have a clean surface, and I purchased this 3-tier shelving unit from Aldi. It was like $16. It's the perfect thing that's going to hold my entertainment wear, putting shelves in the closet without them being permanent, because I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do long term in this closet, but this is going to be perfect. It was a quick assembly, didn't take long at all, and it fits so perfectly in the little nook at the bottom here. And now I'm ready to collect all of my entertainment wear from all the 4 areas in my house. This first area is around the corner from my kitchen, and I have a lot of entertainment wear in here, but it's all stacked upon each other, and I just took everything out just to assess what I have and see. And then the second place I have some decor and some entertainment wear is in this ottoman. This I actually got from Aldi. It's really cool. It's this ottoman with a lid, and it's perfect for storage. I have a couple things in there, just plastic plates and such. So I'm going to take all that out, again, seeing what I have, because out of sight, out of mind. So now I'm going to check out my third area where I store entertainment wear, and that's here in the kitchen. Most of this is bakeware, but I do have some serving platters and some serving trays that I want to kind of take out and see if they should go down in that closet. Now there is one large roasting pan in here that I only use one time a year, so I'm thinking it shouldn't take up prime real estate. It should be moved to another location. And that location is this 4th area downstairs. Underneath my scrapbooks, I have these cabinets, and I put a lot of the holiday dishes down here, but the cabinets are so deep, it is easier to forget and never see what is in here. So I'm going to take out those holiday items and the items I like to use when entertaining, and I'll reserve this space for those items I only use once or twice a year. Now, when doing this whole thing and finding things, here is an example of things I totally forgot. I didn't realize I had these little cups, and especially these trays. I totally forgot I bought these recently, and I stuck them in these drawers, and drawers are just a place for things to be forgotten. I don't know why I have chargers in here and plate displays, and there's my Valentine's serving trays. So this whole thing we're doing is going to make such a difference. Let's get into the area. I pull everything out and I put it in the floor of the spare bedroom, and I just assess everything I have, and now I know where everything's gonna go. This actually ended up working out so well. It went so fast. Usually things like this take me forever to decide, but it was like it was meant to be. I knew exactly where to put each serving tray. I knew where to put the holiday decor, and it just assembled really fast. Everything was put in its place. What surprised me the most is when I had everything out and put back here in this closet, I realized I didn't have as much stuff as I thought I did. I thought I had a ton and it wouldn't really be enough space in this closet, but there's plenty of space. I could even put another level if I wanted on the top layer and make more shelving if needed, if I do expand in my more serving platters or more holiday dishes that I need. But I love how this turned out. Now, yes, the room could be painted. The closet needs a refresher. I know the trim is not painted, and this all looks, like a little dated. And I have a curtain, a shower curtain for a door. All those things can be done later, but right now for me, staying focused on this task helps me be organized for the holidays coming up. And now I can see exactly what I have, find what I need quickly, and it's going to make things less stressful and just great for when I'm ready to entertain. clean. Now this curtain, it does actually work really well. It is so easy to close and open, and when I don't want to be distracted by the entertainment wear or all that's in that closet, I can keep it closed, and then when I need to get to it, just zip it right open. I know it's a shower curtain. Maybe I'll change that up next, but I think this whole thing turned out wonderfully. Now it's time to move into my favorite room of the house, and that is my scrapbooking room, my craft room. This is how it usually looks in between projects. When I wrap up one thing and moving on to another, I usually have pieces of things and supplies and everything all out and strewn about. So the first thing I always do before starting a new project is to make sure I get everything put back in its place. I organize and purge any trash, move things to other rooms that don't belong in my craft room anymore, and I just make sure I have a nice clean surface to start with. I also like to leave this white table completely clear. That way, if a friend wants to join me for, let's say, a card making session or hangout, that table is completely ready for them at any time. Or it's also great to have for extra space when I need to spread out another big project, like when I was working on my school albums. I just love having plenty of table space. I need that breathing room, and I love to spread out. So now that everything is clean, we're ready to get into my scrapbooking supplies and change them up into the card making supplies. So I start with this 3-drawer acrylic drawers, and I did have little pieces in here, rub-on transfer stickers, ephemera, all little things that I knew would be great for cards, but I know the way that I'm storing this is not practical. I am not going to use these. I'm not going to find things in here with everything just stacked upon itself. And then this bottom drawer is just Christmas stuff. So I knew a better organizational method was going to be needed. And when I realized that I had this 3-up photo album that I've been using for scrapbooking, I knew it was going to be just perfect for this. For scrapbooking, I used to store in here photos by themes, and then when I had them all together, enough photos, I would take these pages out and put them in my accordion folder, and then I would pair them with a kit and work on that for scrapbooking. But now that I'm not doing those scrapbooking layouts, I knew that I could reuse this, but now for all of these card elements. I then took out all of my card elements everywhere I had them and just kind of organized them into piles, kind of like I did my entertainment wear, sorted everything out so I could see everything, categorized it, and now I was going to put it into this 3-up and put themed items together. And now I can flip through this so quickly and be able to pair it with any cards I'm making. The next thing to organize was my acrylic and rubber stamps. Again, I have these acrylic drawers, and I had all my acrylic stamps just shoved into one of these drawers with no theme, no organization, and I finally decided to break it out into theme. I had so many happy birthday stamps, wanted to see all of those together. I wanted to see the thinking of you and the special sentiments together, and that way I could find this stuff quickly. But what's gonna help is to label these drawers. So I got out my label maker and I made sure I labeled each of them, so that takes away the opening them up, remembering what each one had, and just staying on top of it, being so much more efficient. Now that my stamps were labeled and organized, it was time to do the same with my markers and pens. I had them in this acrylic flat organizer, but it was best to put them in drawers and label them, because not only did I have those, but I also had markers and pens sticking in my little compartments of my Cricut, and I also had another whole mug and markers laying all around, so I needed to find one spot. So I went ahead and put them in these little acrylic drawers, labeled them again, and I found the perfect way to keep them on my desk tucked under here, so now I can grab them anytime I need. My craft room is now better organized and ready to take on cards. I started to pull out some card elements. I bought a new sentiment stamp kit. I'm excited about it. It has the perfect sentiments, which I'm going to use a lot of these for the cards I'm going to be making. And then I pulled out some kits from my closet, some Christmas, some travel, just different things I was going to work on. So I am so excited. You'll see those in future videos. Now let's take a peek into my LAUREL DENISE planner, the same planner I've been using all year long and for the last 2 years. And the first thing I always do before a new month is check out my projects, tasks, and goals list, and I just make sure I'm staying on track. And look, I get to cross off one of my projects by moving all that entertainment wear into that closet and getting organized. And then now I am going to do the things I always do before a new month, and that is set up my content calendar. So for December, I put the dates on, and then I now do these little sticky notes where I put them on each week so I know which 2 videos I'm going to do each week, planning ahead. And then also based off of all those projects, tasks, and goals, I'm going to plan out what I am going to do for the rest of the month, along with everything else that is the day-to-day, the holidays and the family events and everything else we got going on the busiest month of the year. But all of it's going to work out because I'm planning it all accordingly with my planner and mapping out all of the things. So this was just a quick highlight of my planner as we start a new month and what I do each time. And I look forward to making more videos that are going to be about all of the productivity and everything I've planned going into next year. So to catch those, be sure you have subscribed and click the notification bell to be notified. And share with me in the comments what projects you're wrapping up and working on by the end of the year, hoping to get those done. I'd love to hear about it. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.